So I got a direct message today and he said to me, "Excuse me sir, I'm a boy who is studying 10th. I'm guessing he's in year 10 or in 10th grade, but I'm not tall. And I am so short, I feel like I'm dying by my friends teasing. Can you please help me, sir? I beg you." Okay, now that is pretty deep. He now wants to be taller, and I have made videos on this topic before and you guys absolutely love them, and you are very keen, you're very interested when it comes down to a topic on how to grow taller. And okay, let's do this. So I'm going to be making yet another video on how you guys can grow taller. And a lot of you saying, oh, it's genetics, it's this, it's that, it's this, and you know, all these things. And I'm not gonna lie, yes, it is genetics, but I'm gonna be telling you some things that you can do which will actually help increase your height. And there are some things that you can do, and then after that, you gotta leave it to the guy upstairs. Well, not upstairs, well, the guy up there. He's the one who's gonna say, this is how tall you are. You've done everything you can do, everything that is possibly in your hands now. It is up to the person up there. So, well, if you don't believe in God, then I don't know. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new. Make sure to follow me on my Instagram and my Snapchat, and make sure to turn on my notifications. That will mean every time I upload a video, you will be notified and you will never miss a Ram Ghuman YouTube video. So let's begin this video. Now, before I tell you some things that you can do to increase your height, the first one is, like I said at the start of this video, that your height, a lot of it comes down to is your genetics. Now, genetics is very important if you want to build muscle. You know, some guys may genetically have better abs, but when it comes down to your height, that is genetics. Just because your mom is tall and your dad is tall, that still doesn't mean that you are gonna be like 6 foot when you are older, because in actual fact, my mom and dad are quite short, but somehow I'm still 6'3". Then I said to myself, hey, how is that possible? Like, I asked my mom, I go, how is that possible that me has turned out to be 6'3" when you're short and my dad is short? How is that possible? Then she said to me, look, your granddad was quite tall. So that obviously shows that you got to look back and go, okay, was he tall? Was she short? Was he tall? And you can actually see, okay, I might potentially be tall. So that is the whole side of the genetics thing. So just because your mum and dad are short, that doesn't mean that you are going to be tall, or even if they are quite tall, you still might be quite short. So that is the genetics. Now, a lot of you are saying, okay, even if I have great genetics, that means I'm going to be tall. Well, no, and I don't care what anyone else says, because you have to do at least a few things that's going to help you grow tall. And I've given this example before. People who are poor and they can't afford food, good quality food, a lot of them are quite short. So that tells you something, that your nutrition plays a huge role in how tall you are. So when it comes down to what you eat, I'll recommend you to have a balanced diet. When I mean a balanced diet, make sure you're getting enough carbohydrates, make sure you're getting your fats in your diet, make sure you're getting enough protein. Don't be someone that does, for example, a keto diet. That is a diet where you only have protein and fats and then you're having no carbs. You got to make sure that you are having a balanced diet, because especially when you are young, that's the time when you are going to grow, because you want to feed your body with good nutrition. You can play around with different diets when you get a lot older, but if you're someone who is young and you have a goal, like some guys may have a goal to get a six-pack, your goal might be just to get taller. You have a goal to get taller, I'm gonna recommend you to just stick to a balanced diet. Don't do no keto diet, don't do no carb cycling, this diet, that diet, and all these diets that you see to lose fat. Just stick to a healthy, balanced diet. Now, a lot of kids, they'll wake up in the morning and their mom or dad or whoever look after them to get up, get to school. They're just gonna wake up, do their brush, get out of the house. They don't even have a breakfast. So make sure you are having a breakfast. And it's not only about that you are going to get taller, but also you're going to get a good start to the day. And your performance at school is going to be so much better. Now, one thing that you must not avoid is protein. Protein is very important for the recovery of your body and growth. So foods which have protein are things like chicken, eggs, and if you are a vegetarian, you can have things like soya, lentils, nuts. These foods are high in protein. Now another thing that I recommend you to have is calcium. Calcium is very important for your body and also for the development of your bones. Now what foods have calcium? There are things like milk, yogurt, dairy products, and if you are a vegetarian, you can have things like almonds, kale, and these foods are high in calcium. And now another thing is that when you have fizzy drinks or when you have alcohol, it actually interferes when your body absorbs calcium. So make sure that you are not drinking loads and loads of fizzy drinks. You know, you come back from school, have a Pepsi, have a Coke, or you are someone that just drinks loads, because that's not going to be good for your body, and also it's not going to help when your body actually absorbs the calcium. So make sure that you are not someone that just gets addicted, because when you say, okay, I'm just going to have 2 a week of Pepsi or whatever, that's all good, but it's going to come to a point where you're going to, okay, now it's going to be 3 a week, now it's going to be 4, now it's going to be 5, now 6, now it gets every day you're just drinking fizzy drinks. It might come to a point where you don't even drink water and you're just drinking Pepsi or Coke or, I don't know, Lucozade, the fizzy one. So, no. Make sure you are getting in good habits at an early age. Now, the most important thing is now your sleep. If you're someone that wants to build muscle, I'm going to recommend you to make sure you're getting enough sleep. That is exactly the same when it comes down to if you want to grow taller. When does it actually happen that you grow taller or build muscle mass? It actually happens when you are resting and when you are asleep. So get off your video games, get off your, I don't know what you're doing on your phone, just go to sleep, because that's a time where your body's gonna be in a zone to relax. It's gonna build muscle if you are lifting weights or doing bodyweight exercises or any workout that you do, and you're gonna grow taller. So don't just be saying, oh, I hate sleep, I don't want to sleep, like sleep is for the weak, sleep is this, sleep is that. No, sleep's important. You want to make sure that your back is straight all the time. A lot of people, when they're walking around, they're gonna have their shoulders forward, they're gonna walk around like this, yeah? You're only making sure that, I'm gonna shoot from the side, your back is straight, your shoulders are back. That's gonna put you in a good posture and is actually gonna be good for your back. And this will give you an illusion that you are a lot taller, and also it's good for your body as well. So make sure that you're really working that back. So what exercises actually work your back? These are exercises like a row, any sort of row, for example, a dumbbell row, T-bar row, anything that you are pulling is working your back. Any exercise that you are pushing is going to be working your chest. So that's the way I see it. And back exercises, really make sure that you are getting a strong back. So exercise like rows, if you're at home, you can do a hyperextension. That's a good exercise for your back. I mean, there's not a lot of exercise that you can do at home for your back, but you want to making sure that you get them shoulders back, get yourself into good habits, because if you're just getting into bad habits of walking like this all the time, it's not good for you. You see people who are like 80, 90 years old, and then you say to them, oh, you've gone a lot shorter. I mean, maybe they have, but another reason is because they are walking more like this, so it gives that illusion that they are a lot shorter. Another thing that you're probably saying, that if I'm young, can I lift weights? Will that stunt my growth? Well, how it works is that your bones have growth plates, and over time they will get stronger. Now, if you are someone that is doing weights but doing weights with the incorrect form, that is a time where you are actually going to damage them growth plates and your bones are not going to be fully developed. That's why it's so important that anytime that you lift weights with the correct form, because what's going to happen is that you're going to damage your growth plates, and that's a time where your bones are not going to be fully developed, and yeah, you might not even be 6 foot tall. Now, another thing that I want you to talk about is growth spurt. Now, when it comes to a growth spurt, everyone is different. Some people might just, gradually just keep on growing. Some people might just be like short, and boom, that's it. They're just gonna all of a sudden be 6 foot or really tall. Now, that is genetic. Some people I know, when they were like 15, 16, they have just literally shot up. And you can potentially grow until you're about 21. So if you're someone who is like 30 and you're saying, oh, can I grow taller? Well, I'm sorry to say, I know I'm gonna break your heart on this one, yeah, but you're not going to be able to grow taller unless you do like a miracle and just go from like 5'5" straight to 6 foot. I don't know, and you just be like some person who just done a miracle, like that could be you. Now, the last thing that I want you to do is make sure you keep your immune system strong. This is done by eating a balanced diet. Make sure you're getting enough sleep, and don't go around drinking alcohol and smoking and all these things. And your immune system is very important because it's going to fight illnesses and avoid diseases. So I hope you all can take these points away. If you have good genetics and you take these points on board, what I've told you, then you potentially can be a lot taller. I know if you have good genetics, but if you're not like giving yourself the right nutrition at the early age, you're not getting enough sleep, like how is your body gonna actually grow? So if you like this video, make sure to leave a like on the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new. Make sure to follow me on my Instagram and my Snapchat, and I shall see you all in the next video. Peace.